Cowboys are fucking lame. Sorry, that isn't entirely true, just maybe like 50-75% true as of 2016. The Magnificent Seven remake was just underwhelming. Maybe it was just the familiarity of it, the rehashing of an old idea, but something about it made it feel less classic, cool, hardened cowboy and more... I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Yeah, I can't really even put it into words. It just needed more of this.
Didn't hear what the bet was.
Your life.
Maybe some more of this.
Go ahead, skin it. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Listen, mister, I'm getting awful tired of your...
I'm getting tired of your gas. Now jerk that pistol and go to work. I said throw down, boy.
And less of this.
You know, I just realized that last joke might not have been clear. I didn't mean that she has a hairy pussy. I meant that Foy has a mustache, so, you know, he gets hair in her when he goes down there. Yeah.
I got it.
You get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you do. You get what I'm saying. Makes perfect sense. Now, believe it or not, there was a time when I thought all cowboys were lame. Most cowboy films in the past couldn't even get the time of day from me.
I've heard that you're a low-down Yankee liar.
But there came a time when I actually went on a cowboy kick and actively showed some interest in that character type. It wasn't a film that sparked my interest, though. It was a game. So, this is actually a piece of art I did for Red Dead Revolver. This is a picture that was actually in the original manual for PS2. We were given the ability to draw and do like a single color painting thing of whatever we wanted. And I was obsessed with the game at the time, because that's when I picked it up when I was in junior high. And I did it of this. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today is Red Dead Revolver. Now, I don't know how many people recall Red Dead Revolver. Hell, I can only assume most people who sing the praises of Red Dead Redemption and are excited for the new release never even played the original Red Dead. At least that's what it feels like, because there was such a large gap between the release of the two games, and it seems the playstyle changed quite a lot. But, I mean, this game is pretty awesome. I played Gun, saw footage, and friends play Redemption and all that, but none of them, even with all their advancements and larger budgets, hold a candle to this fucking game in my opinion. It's just so raw, so pure in its gameplay. Like God Hand, it's just simple and shows you don't actually have to have a huge open world with a bunch of bullshit side objectives to make a good game.
Oh, baby.
Linearity isn't a bad thing, people. So what makes this shit so great? Simply, this game just has solid gameplay. Or at least, I remember it being really solid gameplay. I thought at first maybe it was just a bad port, but then I actually remembered the game does play pretty jerky and has some pretty hilarious programming in it.
Don't mean your bounty hunter's gonna take me alive.
Red's walking is okay, but he jumps like his shoes are made out of cement. For the time, the AI and animation were pretty good. Now playing it, I won't deny my love for the game is still there, but the sense of nostalgia helps me overlook some of the bad AI animations and behaviors which are now just one of the game's charms in my mind.
You want another where that came from? Who did that?
Jack, what are you doing?
I've never really been one to hate games for bad AI, and oftentimes find myself enjoying the game a bit more than usual in some cases because the AI is kind of shitty.
Waking up dead. You're a fool.
Is the guy sleeping standing up? He is. He's sleeping standing up.
Someone there? Hello? Hey, don't do that! I'm hearing noises. Ow! Who the heck are you? Ah! Oh! Ow! Oh! Ooh! Ah!
No, he disappeared.
Some games can have bad AI and it ruins everything, or just mindless stupid AI like in Dynasty Warriors, where they just kind of stand there and shuffle back and forth. 500 dudes and only one of them attacks you with a spear, which I guess kind of, you know, plays along with the old Chinese movie feel of dudes just dancing in the background. But you know, whatever. That's a whole different thing.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
By today's standards, let's face it, the AI in this game is bad.
What the? They lit themselves on fire. They lit themselves on fire.
Things like accuracy of the guns are fucking all over the place. I mean, just look at this shit. It's like the game can't decide if it wants to work or not.
I feel like I'm in a naked gun gag. Dang it. What the f- Fuck this. I'm gonna throw a knife in his face. Yeah!
Because there are times you're just standing there, point blank, shooting a dude in the face and you're missing. Shooting a guy in the face 8 times doesn't kill him. Or it's registering that it's hitting and he's not dying and he doesn't even care what's happening. Some levels you'll run through it and you'll just kind of blow through it and it seems like the accuracy actually, you know, works. Then there's other times you're not even aiming at the dude, your crosshair's clearly off him, and then you headshot him. It just, I mean, what? The story though, classic, and it makes some great choices, having you play as different characters with different abilities, struggles, and personalities as you progress. Except for Buffalo Soldier.
Buffalo Soldier, living in a month.
But the real star of the show is Red, who you spend most of the game as. What's his story? Once he was a young boy with a little bit of that red man in him. What made the red man red? But then this guy shows up, and he's all bragging about having 2 arms, so little boy Red says fuck you and blows one of them the fuck off. That's when we Naruto time skip this shit without all the stupid filler, and this happens almost immediately. Dueling. This is the real shit here, folks, or at least I recall it being the real shit. It's kind of finicky. This mechanic alone makes the game for me, though. It's a huge part of it. It might take a bit to get used to, and some of them get pretty hard later on, but all you gotta do is know this one trick. Now, this little crosshair changes color based on the damage the shot will deal. You go slow-mo, choose where you want the shot to hit the guy, activate it, and you're good. Now, you think that logic would dictate you want to shoot everyone in the head, and you're absolutely right unless you want to play this game like a pro. You gotta shoot them in the dick a few times. Scratch that all the times.
Shit, yeah.
So after the time skip, you're just kind of a bounty hunter and fuck shit up.
The ugly gang is done destroyed my town.
That damn doggone leaved himself all over them fancy boots here. Damn varmint!
This discount Freddie Mercury looking motherfucker just shot my dog. I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking dick.
You meet this dude that looks like an English dandy, but then you play as him and he's a total badass. You play as this chick, Annie Stokes, who uses a pretty good rifle, a black guy who literally has no name, he's just Buffalo Soldier, and then you even play as one of the bad guys in a flashback. You got some classic weapon selections with upgrades available. Not too many, but you know, there's some variety. It is nice, my dudes. So you kind of find out a little later that the mayor is the big baddie. He was your Pop's old partner, who had him killed by Mr. One-Man Armless over here. So you shoot that dude in the face because it's just kind of shaped like a target, and then the whole gang decides to enter into a quick draw tournament for their own personal reasons.
You won't win tomorrow. I saw you today and you were as slow as a snail with 2 bad knees.
Snails don't have knees, you whore.
Even Annie, who you've never seen hold a pistol the whole game, enters the tournament with a rifle. How do you even quick draw a fucking rifle? Whatever. So this is where shit can get real. Now the first guy ain't much as long as you stick to the old rule of give that fool an STD, shot in the dick. No problem.
Look at that guy like a statue in the background. Shot in the dick.
Now this little fucker, Kid Cougar, he's different. He's a little asshole. He's pretty fast, I won't lie, I died on him a few tries, but the key to success here is visualization. Just before the match starts, imagine pretty little Kid Cougar ain't Kid Cougar anymore. Imagine he's that annoying 12-year-old you kept getting in your team on Overwatch who only plays DPS and constantly screams for healing.
I really think that's what it is.
You know what?
This is better.
Maybe that is it! I made him! I really should have played him!
And just look at the results. He should be Kid Sabretooth now, because he's fucking extinct. Oh my god, I was wrong about the game's budget. They got Johnny Depp money. Mr. Depp, I'm such a fan. Please, please, can I get your autograph? Nope. Transcended sucked. I didn't even see that movie and I know it sucked. After the end of the tournament, you don't actually kill Johnny Depp in the duel. You have to fight him again afterwards. And he's just kind of running around, you know, hiding in corners.
What the fuck?
Shooting civilians. And don't kill any of the civilians yourself, because then you'll fail.
Ow, you son of a gun!
Oh, I killed an old lady. Oh, that's right. You fail if you kill too many. Oh shit! I gotta do it again.
So after all that shit, you bolt on over to the mayor's mansion. Holy shit, things escalate quickly here. I mean, the game's pretty short, but like, the difficulty spike is fucking insane. Once you fight the one-armed guy, like, shit just goes crazy from there. Jack just sits there because he's trying to pick a lock, and everybody just walks up and starts shooting him in the face. And since, you know, he can't pull out a gun or anything, he's just like in that animation, he just sits there and takes it. But once you get through it, it's pretty rewarding. You blow through the mansion and kill the shit out of everyone, and then eventually you fight the mayor, and you gotta duel him again really quick. No build-up or anything, suddenly it just cuts and he's pulling out a gun trying to shoot you in the dick. Afterwards though, you get the strongest gun in the game, because the pistol he has was your dad's pistol, even though your dad said there were two, and he had one, and you shot the guy with one, but then you don't have that one. He has had one.
Two in the whole world.
The strongest gun
Two in the whole world.
His dad
Two in the whole world.
Where's the other one? Here's the other one.
Fuck it, whatever. The gun is OP. I love it, man. Now, as hard as the end of this game is, it would be a perfect 10 out of 10 in my book. If it wasn't for the part where you're just kind of told Jack Swift died off screen, and everyone's like, what? There was a British guy with us? So that is a little horseshit. I mean, I don't really know why I decided to review this game. I just wanted to talk about it. I only recently found out it was for the PS4 digital library, so I just decided to play it again. I mean, has it aged well? Let's be honest, no. No, it really hasn't aged well at all. Is it still worth playing? Yeah, I guess. So even if the game hasn't aged too well, I can give it credit for one thing, and that's making me not think cowboys are fucking stupid. Thank you, Red Dead Revolver. You truly are a, I was gonna say gem, but it's not really a gem. I mean, it's a gold nugget, I guess. I mean, a lot of the stories about gold. Well, yeah, we'll just say it's a gold nugget. Gold nugget, 7 out of 7.
Whatever they were in life, here, at the end,
Two in the whole world.
each man stood with courage and honor.